Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Okay, today we're going to continue our PHP database. But before I start PHP database, I would like to wish Selamat Hari Raya. Best wishes to all who celebrate Eid Mubarak and those who did not go back to village or your hometown. I hope you can stay well in UTM and have a great momentum and motivation. Self motivation is very important. Okay, for today's lesson, I'm going to talk about CRUD that call create, read, update, and delete. So this is the most important knowledge that you should know before you can build your own application in PHP. So let me start with create. It means that you have to create the data. Okay. All right. So if you're looking into Visual Studio Code, we already give you how to create database. Okay, this is the database. The last lecture on the video of YouTube, I mentioned about Omar database 2020. Okay, then after you created Omar, or maybe in my example today, I'm using database called WP 2020. Okay, if you're looking into PHP MyAdmin, how to go to PHP MyAdmin, just type localhost / PHP MyAdmin, and exactly they will give you this particular what we call interface. Okay, so this is the database. If you still remember Omar DB that created on the last lecture, and then today I'm going to show you how to create database and put the value, delete, and so on. Okay, in this case I'm using WP 2020, Web Programming 2020. Okay, so if you're looking into our lecture today, if you're looking into this part, you can see database creating a table test1. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to use table creating a table that called uh, test2. Test2. Okay. Test2. Save it. Right. So when I run it, table this file table underscore test. It will give you something like this. Where is it? Oh dear, where is the... Okay. Create, where is the table? Okay, this one, test, create table. Right. So it means that test test2 has been created. How to check? If you go to this particular PHP MyAdmin, you can see table 2 has been created. Okay, look, table 2 has been created. This is the way how you create table. Okay, for this example, I'm using persona as the table. Okay, I show you how to create the table. You can use any keyword of table that you want to create, any names of the table that you want to create. But for this example, I'm using table persona to play with the data. Okay, right. So if you go to this slide, you can see table has been created. How to explain this? It's very easy. Okay, this is the username and password, and then this is the data that you want to create. In this case, I creating WP 2020, and then I create table test2, and then this is execute query and close connections. Right. So if you go to next part, insert data. Okay, insert data is not very difficult as well. If you're looking into these particular things, okay, you see insert. Okay, insert PHP. Okay, insert dot PHP. Go to insert dot PHP, or you can go to insert underscore data. Doesn't matter. It's almost the same. Okay. See, this is the something related with insert data. Normally start with localhost, root as a username and password, and then the database, and then you put the SQL statement, SQL insert into, okay, what is your database selection? In my case, I'm using WP 2020, and the table is person, and in that person I created first name, last name, and age as what we call variables. Okay, and then I put the value with this particular values, okay, that came from HTML file. Okay, you still remember the form filling that came from HTML. Okay, method post, method get. Okay, this is the variable that I use, last name and age. Okay, how to insert data? Okay, there are two way. Number one, using HTML. Number two, using PHP programming. But normally in application, we are not using straight PHP unless you are want to edit. You don't know how to go for HTML, and then you have no choice to go and debug from the backend programming. So this is an example of data insert, okay, by using non-HTML, straight to the data. Okay, let's say I'm putting, I change this to root, okay, and then this is root, right, and then this is database that I'm going to change now is WP 2020, put the data, and then the first name, the table is still person, okay, and the first name, last name, and age has been created in the table, and then the value is Peter Graphene 35, okay, and then I put in the data Glean Gummery 33, okay, this is maybe I change this to someone else that really clear. Omar again, I'm using Omar Ahmad, okay, and the first name maybe I put Ali and Bakar, okay, Ali Bakar, something like that. So when I save this file, this is insert data. So I go through this insert data. Where is insert data? Okay, insert data. Of course, the data has been created. How to check them? You can check through WP, and then you can see persona data, and you can see Omar Ahmad, Ali Bakar, and this is the data that I already created before this class. Okay, so that's all about creating and insert data. Okay, so I stop first.